Used to hit the bar downtown, chase girls with coke and crown, raise them up and shut them down, yeah, shut them down. And come a long way, but I come a little. Guess you get a little older, get a little wiser, a little more turn that cheek, a little less what I want and more what I need these days.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nathan. I know you guys want to get right into the video, but two quick things before we start. First, make sure to like and subscribe if you do enjoy this video and want to see more like it in the future. And second, I did just release a tutorial for Want It Again by Thomas Rhett, another brand new song from him. So if you want to check that out, that'll be in the top right corner or down in the description. Make sure to check that out. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. Here we go. Just in case you want to learn the intro riff that sounds like this. That'll be at the end of the video. You can check the timestamps to find it. I didn't want to put the hardest part at the beginning, and I wanted to make sure you guys could learn the chords before I taught you guys the intro riff. So go find that in the timestamps if you want to learn that first. To get started, we're going to have our capo on the 2nd fret, and we're going to be using chords in the key of C major. First is going to be the C major chord, which is going to have a ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D, and pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B. Next is going to be this G over B shape, which is going to have your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A, and then pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B. Next is an A minor, which is going to have an open A string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D, ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G, and pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B. The next chord will be a G suspended or a normal G chord, which will have your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the low E. With this shape, we're going to end up muting the A string. Then we're going to have either a pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B, or just an open B string, and then our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the high E. So either a G or a G suspended. Next is going to be this F2 shape, which is going to take our thumb over the top to fret the 1st fret of the low E, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the D, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G, pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B, and open high E. Moving into the verse, we're going to have our thumb on the root of every chord. So for the C, the G over B, and the A minor, that'll be on the A string. And for the G and the F, that'll be on the low E string. And then our pointer finger is going to be on the D string. So you'll strike with your thumb, then your pointer, and then this next move will combine a slap, and then a kind of flick strum with your ring, middle, and pointer fingers. That'll sound like this. And then you'll strike again with your thumb. So the whole cycle will sound like this. And then you'll be moving down in a walking bass line from your C to your G over B to your A minor to your G suspended to your F. So that first half of the riff will sound like this. Then from there you're going to go to a C chord, to an A minor, to your G suspended. So the entire riff will sound like this. Now with lyrics,
Used to hit the bar downtown, chase girls with coke and crown, raise them up and shut them down, yeah, shut them down. Had a trusty spot down by the lake, the beers were cold, IDs were fake, and love was just a word we say for a midnight kiss.
And that will take us into the pre-chorus, where we will play 2 cycles of the picking pattern on a G, then 2 on the A minor, then 2 on the G, and then we're just going to pick and let ring on the F as we go into the chorus. So with lyrics, it'll sound like this.
Ain't come along, but I come a little, hanging out somewhere out in the middle.
Now moving into the chorus, we can use the exact same chord pattern that we used in verse 1, which can also be used in verse 2 and all of the choruses. So now with lyrics using that same chord progression, it'll sound like this.
Guess you get a little older, get a little wiser, a little more turn that cheek, a little less what I want and more what I need these days. I still get a little crazy in a lot of ways. I'm still the kid I was, just a little less Jack in my cup. Oh, I guess I'm growing up. Yeah, I guess I'm growing up.
If you want to learn the intro riff, it'll sound like this. What you're going to do is you're going to take your ring and pinky and you're going to place them on the high B and E strings on the 10th fret. Based off the capo, it's only the 8th fret, and I'm going to be doing capo adjusted numbers if you want to follow along. So ring and pinky on the 8th fret. You're going to pluck with your middle finger on the high E and then pointer finger on the B string. Then you're going to bar the 5th fret of the B and E with your pointer. Play the same thing. Slide down to the 3rd fret. Then you're going to play an open high E. And then put your pinky on the 3rd fret, play that again. So then slowly to play along. And then straight into your C major. And you'll play through one cycle before going into verse 1. And now you should know how to play the entire song. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like. I'd really appreciate that. And go ahead and subscribe down below to get notified about new content just like this on Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. You can find my original music in a playlist in that top right corner. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you later.